Just to let you know that we're newlyweds.
Yeah, mates, we just got married. Hey guys, it's Naka and Dominic.
What's going on? You know what time
Are
it
you
is.
doing that on purpose to show your ring?
What do you mean? What's wrong?
What's going on? Yeah. Okay, so you guys read the title, you know what's up. So the first question is would you get surgery to remove your cyst if you had to? I actually thought of that last night. And honestly, I was scared. You guys know I'm scared of surgeries. I just don't like being cut open and all that stuff.
Put
It's
to
just,
sleep.
yeah, and having like surgery scars. It's just, because I wear bikinis and stuff, and I was just like, my scars are gonna be visible. But at the end of the day, who's looking at me? Everyone at the beach is looking at me. But yeah, I would. What? Me? I'm a showstopper. Anyways, mates.
You are.
I would get surgery. I told myself if we don't get pregnant within up until April, then I'm gonna get surgery because July is coming. And for those who don't know, I really wanted to have Aries babies, and I feel like we're gonna have a second time around. And if I'm not pregnant now, then it's meant to be in July, like again. So I really like right now I'm taking the time to really like focus on my body and doing all these things to help reduce the cyst. But if it doesn't work within the next 1 or 2 months, then I'm definitely gonna get the surgery. Cause why am I gonna wait? You know. So
I think it's just best to wait to see what the gynecologist says.
Yeah.
Do the checkup first, and yeah, at the beginning, you were saying that you didn't want to, but then like thinking about it more, it's like.
Why not?
Yeah, and it's like we've seen so many comments and like so many people that went through the surgery and then like after that they got it removed that
They got pregnant.
they got pregnant. And let us know in the comments if ever you've been through a situation or you know someone that went through that situation. It is comforting to see that like there's a lot of success stories, right? And I feel like at a certain point we kind of want to put out all the avenues and like do the best that we can and do everything that we can, right? So
100%.
as long as that's what the recommendation is and everything is safe, you know. And
Okay.
obviously your health comes first. So
Yeah. I'd be good, man. I would do the non-invasive surgery though. The one with they just put a thingy in there on my stomach. So
Thingy?
yeah, my mates, you know what I mean. But I would do the non-invasive surgery. Next question is, will you be traveling again?
100%. Because I don't know if there's other people like that, you know, but I feel like that's also why we do like to like move around often.
Yeah.
It's because like we're the type of people that if we stay at one place, we do get bored. And like it could be the most perfect place in the world, but like eventually we will get bored. And it's just nice to kind of go explore and go to other places. There's still tons of places we want to explore that we haven't been to, that we want to travel to and experience that we haven't been to yet.
Yeah.
So it is coming up, and I think that's kind of gonna be the theme of the honeymoon, you know?
Yeah.
It's gonna be to go to a bunch of places, have a honeymoon for like multiple months
Yeah.
instead of like, you know, a day or a week or whatever. So like that's kind of what is up in the agenda.
Yeah, and we're still
So-
trying to find like land for where we're gonna build our house, and then we have to find the perfect rental until the house is ready. So that's why like we move a lot, because we're trying to find that place where we're gonna be living at for a year and two until we have our beautiful home. So you know, if you're wondering why we're moving a lot, we're trying to find that permanent space until we get our villa.
And like
See how I
eventually
said villa and not house?
eventually
Estate.
it would be nice, you know, to have like we talked about having multiple villas in different countries or different places. So it'd be nice to visit places that we see ourselves staying long term, and then, you know, potentially setting up roots there.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Having a bunch of like houses there means. Next question is, what has been the hardest moment in your marriage so far? Guys, we've only been married for 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks? Oh shit.
Yeah, it's been
Time flies,
Yeah,
you know?
2 weeks. I think a week or two. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe ask this question again in a
In the
couple of years
years,
or whatever.
yeah.
But like so far on my side, no really hard moments. You know, everything.
I'm easy to live with. Wait.
What? What's wrong?
What?
What happened?
Me.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like we do have like an awesome communication that we do
Yeah.
communicate everything. So if ever there is an issue, like something did happen or it does happen, or whatever, like something, you know, if we feel down or like, you know, there's something we need to get off our
Man,
chest.
you look
or
too
like,
good. Sexy daddy.
You look good.
You're good.
We always do communicate to each other. We never go to bed angry. You know, so I think that's like a major, you know, important thing in a relationship is to always communicate your feelings to one another. And, you know, we do that. So No hard moments, you know.
Mate, I love when Dominic wears pink. Like,
Eh?
pink just does something to you. Like,
To me or to you? Okay.
All right.
Thank you. You look good too.
Thanks, Daddy. Okay, guys, I'm practicing calling Dominic Daddy for, Okay, how do you know you're happy and fulfilled in your relationship?
That's a good question.
Ooh, that's really good.
I don't think there's like. You want to take this? You want me to start?
Go, man.
I don't think there's a magic pill, like a magic way to just all of a sudden you know that you're super happy in a relationship. You know, I think it's dependent on the person. Every single person is different. I think like you need to have a sense of fulfillment. You need to be, it's like, when you're in a relationship, you don't really learn to live someone, but then you actually learn that you can't live without them. So I think like that's like the major thing is that you
got that from Dubai Bling.
That's stuck in my head though. It's true though.
The guy's
it's
vows.
mad facts.
Yeah,
that's mad facts though. Like it stuck to me, So like when you
he said the key to a relationship is not finding love, is not finding someone that you can live with. It's finding someone that you can't live without. And I was like, ooh, that's good.
But like the person you're with, it shouldn't, I always say that, I said this from the start for multiple times, is that your life with your partner, it should make your life better. It shouldn't make it worse. It shouldn't make it stressful. It shouldn't add a burden onto life. It should make it better. It should make it easier. It should make it more exciting. So all these things are like things that like it should be with your partner that makes it better, not worse.
And I find that you shouldn't. A lot of people in a relationship, they try to chase happiness, like trying to find things that make them happy, but like. With Dominic, we don't do that because I know he is my happy place, right? Like I said in my vows, my safe haven. But I would say like when you're not chasing for happiness is when you know that you found that in your person. They bring you happiness. Like little moments with them is like happy. You can literally sit on the couch for a whole week and just be happy. Coming home, you're happy with them, So that's what I would say.
Yeah, and at the same time, like we're able to be happy by ourselves, and it makes us even more happy being together. So you have to be at a place that it's like you're comfortable. We always say you need to be fulfilled within yourself as well before getting into a relationship,
100%.
and like not having insecurities that you can truly love yourself, because how can someone else love you if you don't love yourself, right? So a lot of things that like you could portray onto someone else.
Yeah, when I first met Dominic, like I was at the point in my life where I really loved myself. Yes, I was bigger, but I was truly happy. Remember? I always looked good. Like I had always my nails and like I was extremely happy with myself, and I found peace within myself. And then I met Dominic. So I would say, ladies, work on loving yourself. Like true happiness and true fulfillment in a relationship starts with yourself. Because if you can give love to yourself, you can give it to your partner.
Be the best version of yourself that you can be as well, right? Like treat your body with respect. Like you love yourself, you're gonna treat your body with respect. You're gonna make your body healthy and stuff like that. And like be sure not to always think or chase something like, you used to watch a movie, there's fairy tales or whatever. The grass is not always green on the other side. Like when there's not faults in a relationship, don't try and find a fault, because then you're gonna be looking for faults. At the end of the day, like they should make you better. You should make each other better when you're together. They should push you and you should be better, right? So I mean that's a pretty long explanation, but it's hard because
you get it.
It's always like it depends,
But I would say like just don't compare yourself.
And don't overthink it, like don't be like, oh, I wish this and this. Like you should have foundations of what you need in a relationship, in a partner, and then like just make sure that your partner, is able to address that. And then if they do, and then you're not happy or you think you're not happy, then there's another reason, right? But you should, with the core foundations, be happy with your partner.
100%.
Why you look at me like that?
Because I'm just... Anyways, next question. How important is it dating someone with the same faith as you? So that, mates, y'all ask some good questions. That depends on yourself.
Depends as well,
the person, There's a lot of people that they're not the same religion and stuff like that, and it works because them as individual, they know what they want and what they compromise in and what they don't compromise in. So for me, it was very important for me to just marry someone with a good heart. That was my number one thing. I wanted a man with like a good, kind heart. And then, for him to be Christian. So, I found my man. And at one point, I was going to break up with Dominic, actually, because I felt like his faith wasn't strong enough. And for me, it was that important. Like, I was going to leave someone that their faith wasn't strong enough, And then Dominic, like, I talked to him, communication. I was like, yo, I want us to read the Bible every night. I want us to pray together. And I was like, I want you to take the initiative, like pray and stuff like that, read up on Jesus and all these things. So, and look at him now. Men's is like totally different person. So sometimes, like, yeah, vocalize your things and don't just keep it in, just because the person isn't where you want them to be in their faith doesn't mean that they're never gonna grow.
They might know, like, they might not know as well, right? Like, me personally, I was raised in a Christian household. I've always been Christian. I always had faith. But before meeting Naka, she kind of changed my perception on faith. Like, she kind of made me realize that there's kind of different levels, and it is a commitment that you need to work on. You need to study, you need to read, and you need to grow your faith. It's something to grow. It's not just like a fake plant that you don't water. It's a real plant that you need to water over amount of time, right? And you need to keep growing your faith. And when you're with someone that has faith as well, you grow it together, right? So like, if Naka wouldn't have told me, to me, I was Christian and like that was it. There was nothing more to it. So like, when she brought it up,
he didn't read the Bible or anything.
It kind of made me like realize and like search, to grow and stuff. So like, if she wouldn't have told me, like, I would have never known, So like, that's why communication is always important. And like, as faith, it depends, right? Because for me, for example, in the same situation, I did always want to find someone that was Christian as well, right? That had some type of faith, because I do believe that like your morals and your values do tend to align better when you kind of grow up similarly within the same faith of the household, right?
That's just us.
Yeah, like obviously that's just us. Like, that was just something that I was looking for as well too, right? Because like, when you go through harsh times, when you go through ups and downs, if you do have the core values together, your values do align, and you have the faith, you can pray together, you can do a lot of things together that like, you would want to do by yourself, or you do by yourself. But then like, if your partner doesn't do it, then it's like a bond that is not there. But like, that doesn't always mean, like, me in the past too, I would have not discounted someone because they didn't have faith, I would have still dated someone if they weren't Christian and stuff like that, because like, I was confident in my faith, and like, I was kind of on my own path, right? But with Naka, like, she made me realize different things and different aspects, right? So it does depend, I think, on you and like what you want and how important it is to you. So like, not every person is one. Everyone's different.
And for me, like, when I was like a teenager and stuff, and I wasn't really ready for marriage, I used to date people of different religion, like, so I just think that you have to be in a point of your life and to be like, okay, am I dating for fun, or like, is this for real? And also, I would say it's important to date someone, let's say if you're a Christian and you're dating someone that's of a different religion, or they don't believe anything, it's important for them to respect your religion, and for them to not bring you back. There's so many people, they have faith and whatever your religion is, and then they date someone and they're like, I don't believe in it. It's like, I don't believe, because you believed in what you believed for a reason, right? So don't lose sight of that just to stay with someone,
Perfect example of what you're saying is that, let's say that you go to church every week at the same time, and you have the same specific church, you have a community. Don't stop going because you're with someone who doesn't have the same faith as you. If he doesn't want to go, if they don't want to go, that's fine. But you should still keep practicing your religion, your faith, right? And still go and still do the things you used to do, because like, that's kind of tied to your core and who you are as a person, right? And like, the other big thing to take into consideration is when you will start to grow your family, and you will start to have children and stuff, if you do want children. But if you do want children,
that's when the challenge
it can be a lot of discussions, right? It's because it's like, as a family, you kind of want to be aligned with your values, morals, and your faith, like, so what happens if like the child's gonna be tug of war, maybe one is gonna want to teach them a certain religion, and then you want to teach them another religion. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration.
Someone's always gonna compromise if you're not the same faith and stuff like that. So it's either you're gonna compromise and be okay with that, or the other person's gonna compromise and be okay with that. So I would say it's all about you. For me, it was extremely important for someone that really, really had a kind heart and that believed in God and that was gonna help me grow my faith. And then same thing with Dominic, like, he wasn't very religious, and I'm not religious. I don't consider myself religious because I still twerk and drink and all that stuff. So I'm not religious, but I do believe in Jesus, and I try to just be a kind and good person and spread positivity. That's me, And then Dominic as well, like, he wanted someone like me. So I would say, as long as that person adds to your faith or adds to you and doesn't take away from it and doesn't cause confusion or like for you to like stray away from that, you know.
I don't think you should ever discount or judge someone if, you know, they have different beliefs than you, because at the end of the day, like, beliefs can grow, they can change.
100%.
Like, especially in our case, like, I did grow, you know. So just because someone has a different faith, different religion than you, like, don't discount them. Like, I don't put, you know, a value on a person just because of their beliefs. Like, I do believe that it goes deeper than that. Like, you can still have good values. It's not dictated, you know, just on
religion
that.
is not, well, for some people religion is not a big deal. Like, it's really not, and you have to take that into consideration. Some people can be amazing husbands, father, and they're not religious. Like, to some people it's not a big deal, and there's some crazy religious people, but I just think that if you've been with someone for like 3 to like, you know, 4 or 5 years, and like
It's discussions to have more at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, so you're not wasting your time, because a lot of people, when you're not aligned,
it's issues later down,
and you're gonna start feeling empty. There's something
you're not
missing.
fulfilled, and that could kind of go in the other question. If you're truly happy in your relationship, everything needs to kind of tie in together nicely.
100%.
But like, it doesn't mean it's not gonna work out. It doesn't mean it's gonna work out, because we both know people who are not equally yoked, and they're doing it absolutely fine. You know, they have a marriage, and then we also know other people who were not equally yoked, but then it ended the relationship, right? So it always depends on the person.
It's all about the person, and like I said,
and how open they are too. I think like that's the biggest thing: how open and how much do they respect your beliefs.
Because like it or not, you're gonna compromise. If you're with someone that is a different religion as you, are gonna compromise. There's no ifs and buts.
There's so much things too about like, you know, there's not just about you two, you know, it's also about the families. What about your families, your parents? What about your siblings? What about your future kids? What about how you're gonna do the wedding? You know, like all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of things to take into consideration, right? But
that is it, guys.
It depends.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for questions.
And when we talk about religion, like, don't get offended or anything. We're just giving our personal opinion, and we hope that on this channel we can talk. Like, I have friends from different types of religion. I have friends that are atheists, Muslim, Jewish, like literally every single background. I respect everyone's beliefs, and I'm never gonna bring someone down or not be friends based on their religion, like their sex or their personal whatever. Like, I'm a very accepting person, because I believe we should all love everyone, no matter what their background or whatever it is. So just spread positivity.
Never judge someone.
Exactly. Speak, talk about it. Communication is key, guys.
And like, the thing about like living on the planet Earth, you know, guys, it's all about having different opinions.
100%,
like, could you imagine how boring it would be if everyone was the same? Everyone would have the same opinion. It'd be very boring. So it's nice to have these discussions and open discussions respectfully and talk about things.
And
you
growth
know?
is beautiful.
Yeah, everyone needs to grow, and if you don't think you need to grow, then you need to check yourself, because we all need to grow in a bunch of places in our lives
100%.
and a bunch of things that we need to learn on, right? So you learn by talking to other people,
communication,
have different point of views.
Yeah, and don't dim down your light for someone else. Okay, mates? Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. Pray for me, guys, and my sis for it to go away. Pray that we do get pregnant, guys. This is very serious. Like, mates, we need lots of prayers. Like, we're going through a lot of things behind the scene, but we need your prayers, mates. So
a lot of exciting things too,
so thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, watching. Thank you for all the support. You guys have been amazing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and
smash that button, come subscribe. Talk to you soon.
Bye. Toodaloo.